Good morning. Mike Scott here, the movie critic at the Times-Picayune in New Orleans and NOLA.com. Welcome back to the Movie Cave for today's Popcorn Breakfast. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, 2014. And we'll start today with Dinesh D'Souza, the polarizing documentary filmmaker behind such films as 2016, Obama's America, as well as the simply titled America, which came out earlier this year. Both of those very critical of the Obama administration. And now, this week, or on Tuesday specifically, D'Souza was sentenced to 8 months in a confinement center, a $30,000 fine, 5 years of probation for a campaign violation, all stemming from an incident in which he pled guilty to, in which he offered to reimburse his then fiancée as well as his assistant if they each made $10,000 donations to a candidate of his choice. Now, he's somewhat critical of the fact that he was prosecuted at all, saying this is all a case of political retribution, and he's got some big names behind him in that allegation, specifically Senator Ted Cruz of Texas. But then the Justice Department says that, no, this really kind of happened organically, and points out that this really could have gone much worse for D'Souza. He could have gotten hard prison time. Instead, with this confinement center, which is near his home in San Diego, he'll just have to report there at night. He'll spend the nights there. He'll be free to go about his business during the day, which I'm betting will involve a documentary film maybe about this whole process. We'll report back to you if that does end up being the case. Moving on a little bit to Oliver Stone, another critic of the U.S. government, and he's previously announced that he's going to be making a film about NSA leaker Edward Snowden, The Snowden Files, based on that book, primarily on that nonfiction book. Now it looks like he might have a big name to join him. Actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt is reportedly in negotiations to join the cast of Stone's project. Stone's hoping to shoot this thing later this year. It's one of a number of Snowden films in the works. Sony Pictures is working on its own drama about Edward Snowden. In addition, a documentary called Citizen 4 about Edward Snowden is set to debut at the New York Film Festival next month. And then moving on a little bit to Bryan Singer and the X-Men. You know, after the huge success of X-Men Days of Future Past earlier this year, he's been sort of mentioned a lot with the forthcoming X-Men Apocalypse, but there's been nothing official. He's not officially committed to the project until now. According to online reports, he's come to an agreement with 20th Century Fox, who really did want to get him into the fold. As I said, after directing the first two X-Men films, he returned for X-Men Days of Future Past, and it did tremendously at the box office. So he's going to be back for more. It's set to start shooting early 2015. It's due in theaters on May 27th, 2016 at this point. And then finally today, director J.J. Abrams, he's busy directing Star Wars Episode 7 right now, but he's going to have to take a little break to clear some room on his trophy shelf. The director of the Star Trek reboot, as well as Star Trek Into Darkness, Cloverfield, the TV projects such as Lost, Alias, and the list goes on and on. He's set to receive the Visionary Award from the Visual Effects Society for his contributions to the field of visual effects. That one is set to be handed out early next year. And that's all the time that I have for today. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.